if I do go ghouls, I will almost always go gargoyles just because, I mean, they're so maneuverable, especially with all these tree lines. And I love to pick off those wisps and get a lot of experience, and even pick off dryads if you play it well enough. But looks like Thu was anticipating this, and you know it's kind of. Oh, I'll get back to the light later. We're gonna see this shredder go down, and all of these mortar teams are just gonna be dropped off. And this shredder was not killed. That was a little miss micro there. And it looks like this tree of life might go down. But oh, and he did get flame strike. He did use a tome of retraining, folks. Oh, and look at this expo. It's just about to go down. It's taking so much damage, and it does go down. But through or RJW better get out of here. Look how much damage all of his units are taking from that deadly breath of fire, and he does get out. Oh my gosh, excuse me for a second. Wow, that was a lot of damage done right there. And RJW TPing out, losing a Dragonhawk Rider or two. And you can see how much damage that Breath of Fire does do. We're gonna get a Paladin out for RJW, which is gonna be some nice support. But like I was saying, RJW did in fact sneak a Tome of Retraining in, probably when he got this invisibility potion. So I was thinking he might get it at some point in the game, but I obviously was not paying close enough attention. There's just so much going on this map, which is relatively large. So a lot of action just going on all at once. This expo actually went back up, I believe. I don't know if it ever went down, but I do remember through uprooting it and probably going to get a tree before that encounter just happened. RJW sending his Dragonhawk Riders over here, probably gonna pick off a Dryad or two. The Dryads definitely are outnumbered, and a mana burn actually went down on the Dragonhawk Rider. Of course, it is uh, that is like technically possible, but I've just never seen that before. Um, I think yeah, that's the first time I've ever seen that happen. Whatever, first time for everything. But God, that was so weird. Why am I so freaked out by that? We're gonna see RJW take this bottom right expo. Actually, has put up 3 towers already. Very offensive style. I don't really agree with that because this panda, where's that panda? Is gonna be level 5 soon. And level 3 breath of fire will deal with those towers so easily, especially when they're right out here, right next to each other. Just boom, F, click, and it's just nightmares for the human player. And oh geez, this could be bad, but luckily there is a boots on the panda, or pally, excuse me, and we do have a staff of sanctuary on the blood mage, so that pally will be safe for now. But you know what? You guys probably have noticed this. Both players are spread out very well. Um, and what I mean by that, Dragonhawk Riders, Blood Mage, Paladin over here, Mortar teams, and we got tanks over here, one Expo here, one Expo here, one Expo here. Expo basically symmetrical at this point, and you can tell that's just a really good sign of top level play, just because you're able to micro at more than one place at once, which really can give you the advantage if you're able to just manage your units better than your opponent, and especially out macro them in this situation. But both players keeping up with each other as far as expos go. So kudos to both of them. And we're gonna see 2,000 wood and 300 gold for RJW. So maybe he can lighten up on that wood there a little bit. That's what she said. But we're gonna see this expo go down for RJW. And this farm, unfortunately, is going to go down. Has done its job very well in this past 22 minutes and 56 seconds. And we could see a big encounter here, though I think Thu is going to realize that his position is not so hot over here. A lot of these fairy dragons could be picked off. I think it's even as far as unit count goes. Maybe one or two more fairy dragons for Thu. But yeah, he's going to back off. He doesn't want to deal with that just yet. And you know what? Oh, maybe he's going to prove me wrong. Make me look like a total a-hole. Gonna go back, and we're going to see this panda just get some mana from these moonwells. And, ooh, my gosh, we could see an encounter, and actually knights are being made for RJW. They are being pumped out here. Let us see. We're going to see Flare go down in a little bit, just so RJW can get a little bit of sight. We did see a Mana 7 go down and a Mana Burn as well, so basically canceling each other out. Oh, but this is taking a lot of damage, but luckily he does have that Paladin with him. Good choice for RJW actually to get that Paladin, which is basically its only function is to keep this Blood Mage alive. RJW probably did realize he's not going to be able to level this Paladin very well, so basically using it as a healing potion that runs on mana, staffing it out. I don't know why. This Pally had nearly full life. That was kind of weird. Um, but oh my gosh, through is double 5. We're gonna see 5/5 heroes for him, and this is probably the Breath of Fire I was gonna be talking about. But 2 Arcane Towers placed very tactically well out front. So if he does go in for a Breath of Fire, he's going to lose almost all his mana, especially with this Blood Mage probably just waiting to use a Mana Siphon. But if I were RJW, oh, very 2 steps ahead of me. I applaud you, RJW. I was going to say if I were RJW, which I'm not, I would send a couple tanks up to this top left expo, which is very vulnerable. And Thu, 2 steps ahead of him, already has 2 Ancient of Wars here to hack away at any type of tanks that would come in. Excuse me for a second. Just gonna take a little bit of a drink here. Hope you guys don't mind. Oh, that's good. Got myself an Arnold Palmer half and half, iced tea, half lemonade. And you guys know it's a long game when I'm talking to you about Arnold Palmer. So we're gonna see these Dragonhawk riders just take a little trip over, see what's going on. Ooh, a glaive thrower. And RJW is going to scout this out. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a little bit of a race here. And it looks like it... Whoa. It is going to go down. Oh my gosh, 14 HP. And it does get away. And on top of that, these Dragonhawk riders... Ooh, one was picked off. Oh, why doesn't he... Oh, wait, that's right. He can't use his ensnare on these fairy dragons because they are immune to magic. Ooh, so a very good counter. Actually, by through, I didn't even realize that concept until just now, but it looks like this Blood Mage might have picked off this Glaive Thrower, and he is level 6. Guys, that is crucial. Actually, you know what? It's not that important against this Night Elf right now. Just because of all the units that are immune to magic, so... Wow, I got so excited there, and then I just crushed my own hopes and dreams, you guys. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. And we did see this expo be uprooted. Wow. I'm so anticlimactic this whole game. I'm just like, and we're gonna see nothing happen. Wow. But this Phoenix actually is being put to a little bit of use. Being used against these glaive throws very well, as you can see. 2 taken down in an instant. And these Dragonhawk Riders are being macroed against these Fairy Dragons, but I would pull back just because of the number indifference. Ooh, and we're going to see this Knight being picked off. But very passive game, very nonchalant, very macro-esque going on right here, you guys. And surprisingly enough, I would think that they do have more income than they already do, but they are running on only 2 bases now that their main is out. Oh no, I scratched that because Thu's... Oh, scratch that again because I thought Thu's was gone, but it turns out is still alive. But